Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo! What's going on, fellas? Aliens, AI, all the folks out there. How's everyone feeling tonight? We got Bitcoin at 29,000, right around 30,000 again today, which is cool. We're kind of in this little short-term range. I know everyone's like, oh my God, it's over. Now, we'll talk about a few things. We did have Pepe coming up a little bit today, which, you know, I don't know for the bulls if the best thing we want to see is Pepe being the leader of the charge. We know how that ended last time. So let's talk some charts. Let's have fun today. We got the late night, well, I guess not late night, I guess it's early night coffee going today. So let's get it. I'm probably going to be up till midnight tonight. Probably not. I'm an old man. I fall asleep at 10:30. But let's talk about it. Let's get busy and let's have a little fun. For the coin, we got Jason Franning hitting the likes. A shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. Can we see Bitcoin get a little bounce from the bottom of the range? or we're going to see Bitcoin come down and dip down into the deep, deep depths of the crypto abyss. Let's find out on tonight's stream, man. Interactive, shout out to you, bro. Rudy said, I turned into an alien. This whole stream is turning to AI and aliens, man. It's going to be AI and alien themed eventually. We're already halfway there, you know what I mean? Let's go. Emmanuel, let's go. See through the cup? Of course, man. The good thing you can't see through Vitalik's pants. We'd have a problem then. You know what I mean? You'd be able to see his big pickle. And then everyone would be bullish on Ethereum, if you know what I mean. You don't want Vitalik's pants being see-through. You know what I'm saying, guys? Anyways, let's talk some Bitcoin. So Bitcoin didn't really do much today. It came down here. That was a nice long opportunity from 29,500. Got a nice little pump up to the upside to the top of the range. Really just range bound for Bitcoin in the short term here. You got the range low right here at like 29,800. You got the range high at like 30,300 for the short term. Kind of just playing this range and kind of like, short in the deviations up and long in the deviations down, and just kind of playing it like that. Once again, I ain't shorting Bitcoin. I will rather short the altcoins than the coin at the current time, right? I do have a little head short in on ADA. So if we do dump during the stream, sorry, Ada. Sorry, Hoskinson. Like, you're the coin of choice right now. Why? Because you were in a bear flag and you were the easiest one to short. Not that I necessarily wanted to short Ada, okay? Charles is a nice guy. I don't want to short Ada. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to short that shit. Like, it is what it is. Dale is bullish. Oh my God. Shit.
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
Dale is bullish, guys. Dale is bullish. Oh my God. Dale is bullish. That is not good. How's Horse Guy feeling today? Guys, I am still in profit. I am still in profit on my FOMO long, but I'm feeling kind of nervous right now. Bitcoin is dipping. I don't know if I should close my long, but I'm still feeling FOMO. Now I want the short. Okay, I am closing my long now. I am going to go short, okay? 50x short. I am feeling kind of nervous. We're going 50x shorts now. Get ready, guys. We are going to dump. Yes, it is over. I love making money. This is great. Keep FOMOing, guys. It's working. Just do whatever Bitcoin's doing. It is in a trending market, which means FOMO short, FOMO long. That's what we do, okay? So get ready, guys. We are going to dump. I am going short now. Let's go. All right. Horse Guy's going short. Oh, I think I just lost. Oh, no, that's not good. Oh, we still got him up. Hold on. Let me save him real quick. I don't want to lose Horse Guy. There we go. We almost lost him. That was close. We almost lost Horse Guy for good. Like all the other brothers, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, Horse Guy is FOMOing short, which means we'll see what happens with Horse Guy here. But yeah, Bitcoin's just range bound, guys. So not much really to say on the short term time frames, just kind of chopping up and down. I guess the biggest thing is we go to like the 4-hour time frame here. We are finding some weakness, right? We are finding some weakness up here at this 31K to 30K level, which is I mean, you're gonna find some weakness at resistance, right? So as we approach resistance, just like every resistance that we approached on this uptrend for Bitcoin, we do find some temporary resistance, right? We don't tend to just smash through that. Now, I know Bitcoin's in Hulk mode right now. It is in absolute green Hulk mode, okay? And it's been in Hulk mode since the low, right? But does it got enough juice to smash through this without pulling back? We'll see. Now, it's still kind of my same point. I am at a head short at the moment on ADA, that I moved my stop into profit. So if that gets stopped out, that gets stopped out at this point. Now, if this is gonna drop, okay, if this is gonna drop, I see like everyone and their mother talking about this level right here. And I think it makes sense. And this is where I'd be looking for a long for BTC as we approach this level. Maybe even front run a little bit because everyone and their mother's looking at this level. Right here between about 28,800 and 29K. Everyone and their mother talking about this level. Why? It makes sense, right? It's the previous range high back here from March. That's where I'd be looking for a nice juicy long. if they gave me the opportunity for a nice, juicy loan. But I don't know if Bog wants to give it to us, guys. I don't know if Bogdanov wants to give us the long of the juicy long. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. Where is he, man? Where's Bogdanov? I don't know where Bogdanov is. He's not currently here. Yo, shout out to Wes. Wes made some moolah on the VeChain Coinbase listing. A little bit of a pump on the Coinbase listing. What'd you get? About 3% pump. That ain't too shabby. We'll take that all day.
Strap up. We're going
Shout
to the
out
moon.
to Wes, man. Get a little green on the Coinbase listing for VeChain today. Nice, man. It was about time VeChain got listed, man. Like, there's so many like small cap projects that are on Coinbase, and I'm like, why isn't VeChain on Coinbase, man? What the frick is going on? So now you got VeChain to Coinbase. So that's cool. That's cool. Griff with the membership. What's going on, Griff? Shout out to you, man. Thanks for coming in with the gift and membership, man. Listen, like once we said, the goal is to get everyone green. Okay? The goal is to get everyone and their mother on the stream green. Okay? So that's the goal. I'll say this. Once Bitcoin breaks 31, I'm going to do 10 myself. So if Bitcoin breaks 31K, whenever it does, I'm going to do 10 myself. So let's freaking break 31K, man. Come on, bro. It's just a matter of, okay, is Bitcoin going to dip down to this level and then come up? Or is it just going to say, F you, I don't want to give you no entry, and just kind of break through here? We'll see. Right? At the end of the day, I'm open for either one. I think we don't, in my opinion, we don't really want to break anywhere below like 28K-ish would not be great. I don't think we would want to drop below 28K again. I would prefer to stay above there if I was a bull. Okay, I would definitely prefer to stay above 28K. All right, but you know we're far away from that. We'll talk about that as we go. But like I said, 28.8 to like 29K is where I want to get a little juicy long action going on there. Let's see. Can we make everyone blue instead? I mean, if we made everyone blue, everyone would just ban each other. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Anyways, that's the short-term time frame. On the daily, guys, kind of like we said yesterday, right? We want to break out. We want to go to higher prices, but this is where you be a little bit cautious, right? As we are at resistance, you look at every time we hit a short-term resistance on this move up, we have gotten a little bit of heat, right? Right here, we came up to like 25K, we got a little pullback. Came up to it again, got a little pullback, right? And then we came up to like 30K. We usually get a little bit of a pullback before breaking through a major resistance level. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, right? You kind of got the daily stocks that are topped out in there. You got pretty much every time frame that's kind of cooked, like we talked about, like the 8-hour is at a freaking 80 on the RSI. You got a 12-hour at the freaking 80 on the RSI. You got crazy levels on the RSI, right? So technically speaking, I would not be opposed to a pullback here. But you know, you guys always know, like to say, sometimes Bitcoin turns into the honey badger, and we just don't know if Bitcoin's going to break through there. So it could. Technically speaking, I think it would make sense for like a little swoopy swoop down to about 29K or so. I still think that would make the most sense. Sky, he said, "What's up, Jordanites? Are we Jordanites? Are we Vikings? I don't know what we are. Are we just Team Camirand? I don't know what we are, man." Let's see. Kenny Originals, what's up, bro? Rudy said, "I would never ban you, Jordan." Imagine if you guys could ban me. That would be pretty crazy. Now, the one thing I want to say this too. Okay, the one thing I'm slightly skeptical about right now, and this doesn't mean I'm like full on bearish, but the one thing I am skeptical about right now, and I learned my lesson from last time to not fade this, okay? Right now, we have all the degens going, well, I could buy Bitcoin, but I'm going to buy Pepe. I'm going to buy Pepe and Floki because I want to be a millionaire quick. I don't want to buy Bitcoin. I'm going to buy frickin' Pepe and Floki, all right? And I'm going to make a 10x in a week. That's going to be me. Right? We got all the degens going into Pepe again. And kind of like I always said yesterday, I'm not fully like super nervous about this yet because it hasn't really gone too far. But just be cautious when you see Bitcoin at a resistance level and you see in Pepe pump 2 days, 2 days in a row more than anything else. Just be a little bit cautious. Now, this could go on for a while. I'm not going to say this can't continue for a few days and even a few weeks. But you got to be a little bit cautious, all right? Slightly a little bit cautious. You know what I mean? If you see in Pepe pump and Bitcoin's at a resistance level, we know what happened last time that was the case, okay? That was right here, kind of at the same level. Bitcoin was right here at about 30K. We had Pepe going to the moon. We had meme coins going to the moon. And Bitcoin pulled back from that region. You know what I mean? Do I think it will pull back that much? I don't know. It's not as serious as last time where, dude, Pepe was going nuts. But just keep that in the back of your mind, right? If you are sort of thinking about, you know, what the hell, man? What the hell? People are aping into the meme coins again. Not even just Pepe. People are aping into Floki. People are aping into... I don't even know what else is going up, but just keep that in mind as you are keeping that in mind. What we got? 75x. Let's go, man. 75x. 75x. Locate said sink it. No, and guys, I'm not hating on anyone that's buying. Dude, if you bought Pepe right here, you're up 2x. So you freaking killed it. I'm basically saying whenever I've kind of seen these lead the way, whenever I've seen a meme coin lead the way, typically that doesn't end well for Bitcoin. At least in the immediate short term. It doesn't mean Bitcoin's dead. It just means I would not doubt that a pullback for Bitcoin would make sense if I see Pepe leading the way. That's all I'm saying. Dude, Pepe down here, fantastic buy. But I'm basically bringing this back down to Bitcoin. Is when I see Pepe pump in, that gets me a little bit nervous for the corn. And if history hasn't taught us that, I don't know what else did. You know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. OP led the way. OP did very good too, Anderson. I will say that. OP did very, very good. Very, very good. The agent said Bencoin going to the moon because of sub billboards in Times Square. I wouldn't touch Bencoin, to be honest, but that's just me. Anyways, let's continue on here. So this is all short-term shit, guys. I'm starting the stream off with the short-term shit. Just know that you got to separate the short-term from the long-term. So short-term, we'll see, right? Short-term, we'll see. I'm comfy in spot. If we go up, I'm cool. I got a hedge short in. If we come down, we come down. Cool. And then I'm looking to long 29K in the short term, right? So immediate short term, Bitcoin's in honey badger mode. It could just smash 31K. If it pulls back, let's go. We got a nice area to take a long from, right? Long term, everything's the same. I mean, it's bullish as hell, man. I don't see how you can be bearish on the weekly and the monthly. There's nothing bearish about the high term timeframes, man. There is nothing bearish on Bitcoin about the weekly, the monthly, the quarterly. You even want to go to the yearly, man. Let's bust out the yearly. You know what I'm saying? Like we can do that all freaking day. No, but we got a few things to look. I mean, it's a lot of the same shit, right? Ever since the lows, we've been saying the same shit, right? You have people flipping bullish and bearish every goddamn day. Bitcoin's in an uptrend, all right? It is. On the high term time frames, we've been saying it since the low, okay? And especially since it got back above the 50 moving average. We come up, we retrace to the 50, we hold it, continuation. And, typically, we've looked at this a million freaking times, but whenever Bitcoin gets back above the 50, it is bullish, right? And that we usually end up going to the retracement levels, which is in the 40K regions. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that doesn't sound so ridiculous right now, does it? Does 40K sound so ridiculous now? I don't think so. The bears will say, yes, it does sound ridiculous. It doesn't sound ridiculous. What's closer now, 10K or 40K? Oh, all of a sudden 40K is closer. Funny. Anyways, but that's what we got going on the corn. The other thing I want to look at was actually the Gaussian channel. The Gaussian channel. Let's see. Crypto Wolf said Bencoin when he thought it couldn't get any more absurd. Yeah, man. Like, listen. Sometimes I look at the market, I'm like, damn, we probably deserve to go lower. Like, when you see people aping into Ben, I'm like, bro, we probably deserve to go a little bit lower. You know what I mean? Like, this bear market probably deserves to go on for a little bit longer. Oh, Lord. But, hey, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, when you got spot Bitcoin ETFs coming out, we want to buy... We want to buy that. Okay, cool. All right, so let's look at this. This is the weekly Gaussian channel, all right? The weekly Gaussian channel. Now, we're above this shit, okay? And I've been waiting for a long time for us to get back above the weekly Gaussian channel. And this is not typically something Bitcoin does very often, where it drops below for an extended period of time and it gets back above. You know what I mean? So we're back above that weekly Gaussian channel. And I went back and I looked and I was like, dude, when have we done this in the past? And like, what's been sort of the movement since then? Well, we did it right here back in 2019. And actually, it's kind of funny. Like, once we got out of it, we saw about an 85% move from the top of the Gaussian channel to where we ended up moving from. Okay, so that was an 85% move. And I went back and I looked at the other times, right? So we did it right here back in 2015, where we dropped below, we got back above. This time we never even went back below it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we never even went back below it this time. This time we actually pumped not as much, but we pumped about 37% from the top of the weekly Gaussian channel to the top of the first move before we came back down and tested it. So 36%, 84%. And I think this time we actually went up 96%. So we went 96, 84, 96, 84, 36, right? So, you know, once again, you know, just to kind of look at this, say if we did kind of a similar thing, right? We went up, whatever. Listen, it's going to give us, it's funny enough, like the average of those, if you take the average of those, that probably comes in right around like 60 to 70% on average, right? Funny enough, that average of like 60, 70% before going down and testing it would put you also right around right in this 40K region. Right? 60% puts you right around 45K, 70% puts you right about 48K, right? So that puts you, funny enough, you do the Fibonacci level, that puts you, right? Kind of right at that golden pocket, bro. Like, which is at 48K. You know? A lot of similarities there, right? To the past. And it just kind of adds another layer of confidence of the bigger time frames look absolutely phenomenal, man. I couldn't be more pumped about the bigger term time frames, and I remain bullish on the high time frames. Short term, you know, we can flip bullish and bearish in the immediate short term. That's cool, but high time frames, man, that looks absolutely phenomenal to me. I don't know about you guys. How you guys feeling? I know we're at a short term resistance, and this is usually like, okay, what are we gonna do here? Are we gonna break through? Are we gonna pull back? How are we feeling overall about the overall trend, though? High time frames, guys. How are we feeling, baby? How are we feeling? Bass said, boom, 40K, 49K waiting room. It's over, Bobo Cells. It's over, Bobo Cells. Who's a Bobo Cell? This guy's a Bobo Cell. Don't say that. Oh, my God, I didn't buy lower. Did you buy lower, Gary? No, I didn't buy lower. I was told we're going to 8K by all the macro economists, right? All the guys who talk about all this stuff, they all told me we're going to 8K, 10K, so I'm still in cash. Shit, I mean, I was supposed to be invested in the stock market too, but I was told we were going into an economic collapse in 2023, and it's been one of the most bullish years in history. Okay, Man, I'm all in freaking cash. What am I supposed to do, man? Do I FOMO? Like, do I wait? I think I'm just gonna wait. I would hate to be all in cash right now. I don't even know what I would do, right? And there's probably some people that are still all in cash. Guys, if you're in the chat, you're all in cash. Let me know what your plan is, man. No one's gonna admit that they're all in cash. But I don't know what I would do at this point, right? I mean, what would I FOMO here at 30K? I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. You know? Like, if I was 100% in cash, would I FOMO in at 30K? Actually, let me ask you, this is a good question for you guys. If you were still all in cash right now, would you FOMO at 30K, or would you still sit on the sidelines and hope that we go significantly lower to buy in? Let me know in the chat. That's a good question. That's a really good question. I sold all my Floki. Nice, Nutflush. You sold all your Floki. Nice, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, right? I mean, guys, just remember, like, you know, we always want to say, oh, I sold my Floki. At the end of the day, I mean, all Floki did was retested support as resistance. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't go anywhere. Right? So, I was like, oh, look at my altcoin. It's up 20%. Okay, cool. Let's see. I'd FOMO a significant part of it. Nice. I don't know what I would do, man. I would have to think about it. I would have to think about what I would want to do at that point, you know? Anyways, I mean, the other thing we've been talking about is the Bitcoin whack-off, or like you guys like to call the whack-off. Yeah, man. I mean, we've talked about this a significant amount of times. This is just absolute to a T. It's absolute beautiful. Now we're kind of in that last step where this was the SOS phase right in here. Now we're kind of in that last step, waiting for phase E, which is basically breaking that previous high and sort of going into quote unquote price discovery, even though it's not really price discovery because we have price above us, but quote unquote price discovery up here in phase E for that next leg up. So kind of waiting for that. Like I said, short term, you know, we don't know if it's going to happen today, tomorrow, next Wednesday. You know, I don't know. I don't know when it's going to happen, bro. You know what I mean? But I'm ready for it. I am ready for it, and I am ready freaking for it. And I think that guys, the thing we like, okay, Bitcoin's going up. We got to learn lessons throughout all this, though. What's the biggest lesson that we can learn from all this? Okay, for Bitcoin. Well, let's focus on Bitcoin. What's the biggest lesson for all this stuff? Okay, the biggest FUD marks the lows. Okay, so, okay, cool. If we bought 25K, if we bought lower, price went up, cool, we made some money. Let's learn some lessons, though, because without lessons, I mean, what's you're just going to give it all back next time. You know what I mean? You might have just got lucky this time. Oh, shit. Franco coming in with the food? Franco, don't be coming in with the food, buddy. Oh, my God, Franco, you're getting Mike hungry. Franco, what's with all this food, bro? Oh, my God, okay. What are we taking? Chicken wings, steak, burgers, pizza? I eat bears for breakfast. I'm a cannibal. You guys know I'm a bear. I eat bears. Medium rare. It's got to be medium rare, all right? And it's got to have the blood still in it for when I slaughtered it, all right? I eat bears. None of that bullshit you Americans eat, like pizza, tacos, all that shit. I eat bears. My own kind. That's what he eats. Anyways, I eat... what is for dinner tonight? That's a good question. I'm probably going to end up making... I'm probably going to end up making some chicken dish tonight. I already had beef. I already had a taco earlier. I had a taco earlier. Then I had a tuna fish sandwich for lunch. And now I need to decide what I want for dinner. I have chicken too. So we got to switch up the meats. You know what I'm saying? We can't have too much red meat. We're going to have a chicken dish. So I'm probably going to end up making some pasta chicken dish. Something like that. Right? I don't know exactly what I'm going to use for the sauce just yet. But I usually don't think of that until it's dinner time. And it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Where's Bitcoin? 29,990 for the corn. Still just kind of chilling here, waiting, guys. What else do we got going on? So that's the corn. Things are looking good. Ethereum's kind of the same boat. But I appreciate the super chat, Franco. Thanks for always coming in, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, Franco's my homeboy that we have to discuss. What's whatever happens in the next year, what's going to be our top prediction for Bitcoin in 2024 or 2025, I should say. Look at Voldemort, Trump, robot, knife, Inu. How do you even make these up, man? We're running out of words. People are using like 5 words for Enus now. Look at this. Voldemort, Trump, robot, Nick, 69, Pepe. Like, what the frick? Who was high as shit and came up with that name? Oh my god. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Voldemort, Trump, robot, Nick, 69, Pepe. What? How do you even come up with that? You know what I mean? Just call it 69 Pepe. Why we gotta add Voldemort, Trump, robot, Nick? Like, what's going on here, dude? Oh, man. Yeah, we don't know. Anyways, Ethereum, I guess it's still at this local resistance we talked about yesterday. We broke this resistance, but really haven't gotten any momentum up. So at this point, I'm kind of looking at this like, probably retest this trend line. It kind of depends what Bitcoin's going to do in here. But if Bitcoin starts to pull back in here, most likely you'll see Ethereum come and tap at least this trend line again. So that's where I look for Ethereum. Honestly, I'm not interested in trading Ethereum right now just because I think Bitcoin moves better. Bitcoin moves to the upside more. Altcoins move to the downside more. So basically, Ethereum's whatever. I'm not really looking to trade Ethereum at the moment. The weekly, still the same, right? It's the same analysis as Bitcoin. We're above the 50 moving averages, so I remain bullish for ETH on the weekly. It's kind of just in this like, you want to call it a big bull flag. If you guys like the bull flags, because I know some of us like the bull flags. We want to call this a big bull flag. Let's do it, man. We take a measure move of this. We put it up here. Where does that put you? Funny enough, I like the confluence of things. You guys like confluence too. But let me take off this. We call this a bull flag. We put this up here. That gets me to my overall target of 2,500, almost to an exact T. You know what I mean? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And most of these moves end up being around the same length. So like if you take this move, right, which gets you pretty close to this high, and then this move gets you to this high, we're kind of doing similar equal moves. So if we do another equal move, like I said, it almost puts you exactly to a T at 25 hundo, which is basically these weekly lows over here. So I like that for ETH. Once again, I like Bitcoin at the moment better, but you know me, I love my Ethereum. So just keep that in mind. On the Ethereum sauce. Horse Rock Hard Fan. I said, I love you, Jordan. Thank you, man. I love you too. I honestly, I haven't seen your picture in there, man, but I appreciate you for coming in, dude. I honestly have never seen a horse picture in there other than Fahid that one time where he changed his name to a damn horse. That's the first time I saw him, All right, besides that, we got Bitcoin dominance continuing up. I think it's gonna be that way until we hit 57, 60%. Just every day, it's just kind of continuing up as Bitcoin kind of just sucks the life out of the altcoins. And then we got the NASDAQ, which pulled back today and then came back up. So stock markets got a nice little rebound today after they were red the last 2 days. So that's really nice. So stocks bounce back today. Once again, I don't know if the correlation even exists anymore. I don't even think there's a correlation. The last 3 months, there's been no correlation on the stock market and Bitcoin, guys. It's absolutely ridiculous to me. You know what I mean? Redonkulous to me. Where's Bitcoin sitting? Let me zoom in on Bitcoin here. Ooh, Bitcoin's finding a little support. It's finding a little support. If we want to be a little crazy, do we want to be a little crazy on Bitcoin? We could be a little crazy on Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Like, do we want to be a little crazy on the corn? Because there's a chance we could be a little crazy on the corn here. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what this is. Oh, a lot of you guys know what this is. But the question is, are we gonna get that? We're gonna get that one last flush to the low. That's the thing. We gotta see that one more flush to the low, or is this gonna full on send at least test the high again? We'll see. I'm hoping it's tonight. You know what I mean? So that would be cool. It usually doesn't happen during the stream though. We know that. But what we need tonight, if we want to see Bitcoin do this, my friends, the 15-minute has some room. So like we reset the 15-minute to the lows. The 1 hour reset, 1 hour's probably got 1 hour's got a little room to the downside, but the 15 minutes got some room. So what we need to do, my friends, okay, fellow Vikings, we want to pump this tonight. We don't want to wait until tomorrow. Get in here. Show me everyone in the chat. Anderson said Gungo into the right. What a smartass. No shit. No shit. Let's see this. Noah. We can't play the pump song, my friend. We must make a new high to play the pump song. So here's the deal, guys. Let's get a little action here tonight, but we need the energy in the chat. So I need everyone in here. I need fifth column, Locate, John, Bath. No Hoffs allowed. Hoffs is a bear, so he is not allowed in our club. Hoffs is a bear. We will cut off his head with the machete that we have. And yes, Vikings have machetes too. They don't just have spears. So get with me. Spam the swords and shields in the chat, and we will fight and break 30 back above 30k tonight. And possibly higher. Let me feel that energy in the chat. Let's freaking go. Come on, Bulls. Let's go. I wonder how everyone's feeling tonight. How many peeps we got in here tonight? Let me see. How many peeps we got in here tonight? Okay. Makes kind of sense. Makes kind of sense. I think people are already bored of the 30k. Like, we've been here for like 2 days. People are like, I'm bored. we got the attention span of a freaking donkey now here in the crypto space. Literally the attention span of a donkey. Sword. Thank you, Sword. Energy. That's what I'm talking about, baby. No, we're up at 30k. So we're still kind of waiting on what goes on there. Now, the big gainers of today, we already know what the big gainers of today. I mean, there wasn't really much. Pepe was up a good amount today. Kind of like, I mean, this is what we said with Pepe. My deal with Pepe, like we talked with earlier. Listen. Pepe pumps. Let's go. I'm happy. Let's go. The only thing I'll say about Pepe is when Pepe pumps, you just got to be cautious on the corn. Okay, that's it. That's it. Now, doesn't mean don't buy Pepe. There's a difference, right? I think sometimes people hear, oh, Jordan say, if Pepe pumps, that means Bitcoin's going to dump. That means he's shitting on Pepe. No, you guys are funny, man. That's not what I mean. All right. I actually said if Pepe breaks this white box, I think Pepe's looking really, really good. And honestly, if I get the chance to get a long on Pepe back into this white box in here, I'm going to be long in Pepe. All right. Because you broke this white box. Now we got like that range deviation. If this comes back and kind of consolidates in here, you know, it doesn't have to be like that. Just be one little quick little pitch. I'm looking for a little long there for Pepe. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talked about yesterday. This white box was the key. It was the key to the shadow, well, to the upside shadow realm on the Pepe. So let's go, man. I'll be looking for a long. I will play the momentum. I think you got to play the momentum with these. You got to be able to sense when the momentum is there and sense when the momentum is not there. And the momentum is there. That is definitely for sure. For sure. Check the 4-hour RSI on the corn. I mean, yeah. See, a lot of people forget what Bitcoin can do. And I'm saying, like, you know, I think we're all so used to Bitcoin trading like the stock market, right? Where, oh, look, it's oversold. It has to pull back. A lot of people forget when Bitcoin's bullish what it can do. Now, that might not be now, but, you know, this whole run up, the 4-hour RSI has been overbought, right? Since this candle right here, the 4-hour RSI has been above 80. What's Bitcoin done? Up. You know what I mean? So okay, it's there. But I mean, you could have said that about the last 12 4-hour candles. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, we're up at a resistance now, so it would make sense. But I will say this: overbought doesn't mean shit when Bitcoin is bullish. Okay, it doesn't. It can continue up despite being overbought. Okay, a lot of people forget that fact. All right, and there'll be a time where it just won't make sense. We'll be like, bro, the daily RSI is at a freaking 90. Like, what the? Why does it keep going up? It makes no sense. It's not respecting the technicals. What the frick? You know, and that's just how it is. Now, I don't know if right now is that time, right? I have no way to know that. But that's why I said I ain't shorting Bitcoin. If I'm going to short, I'm going to go short one of the altcoins because those are much better to short at the moment. I ain't touching Bitcoin with a short. It doesn't make sense to. Why would I touch Bitcoin with a short when I can just short an altcoin? You know what I mean? It doesn't even make sense. You know, in my opinion, the only reason you would short Bitcoin is you know, I don't know, just to be like, look, I shorted 30K on Bitcoin, right? You know what I mean? Like, risk reward. I mean, the altcoins have been much better to short, you know, but that's just me. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling here. I am literally rambling. I am rambling my ass off here, which I tend to do. So yeah, you had Pepe go up today. Not much else really did anything. Conflux was up a good amount today. Bank of Canada shorts. Oh, facts.
Basically, Bitcoin is clearly a scam. Cryptocurrency is clearly an idiot with no common sense. And scientifically speaking, according to a study at the Bank of Canada, more people who are financially illiterate invest in Bitcoin.
Facts. Conflux got a nice pump up today. A lot of these alts, though, like just keep in mind, like, doesn't mean they're going to top out right here, but a lot of these altcoins basically today hit major resistance points. So like Conflux is back up to this resistance here. Just to kind of go a few like SHIB got a pump up today, but really all SHIB did was SHIB just retested the support and flipped it into resistance and actually had a pretty ugly rejection candle in there for SHIB, at least now, right? So SHIB kind of just flipped this support and this support into resistance and then just got sent back to the shadow realm on that candle. Basically, it basically gave back more than 50% of the gains today on that candle, right? So that's really all it did. You know, like FET had a nice pump today, but basically just retraced the whole pump right here. You know, you basically just gave back 75% of the pump it had today, just retesting the old support as resistance. I mean, that's really all they did. Doesn't mean tomorrow that they can't pump up higher, but you're basically at the moment just kind of continuing the trend of lower highs, right? Now, if tomorrow we get back above these lows, cool. But a lot of them just got rejected from the previous supports. We'll kind of see how that ends up. But that's just the reality of the situation at the moment. VeChain got a nice little pump up on the Coinbase listing. You know what? We haven't played the pump song yet today. Let's do it for VeChain. Congratulations to the VeChain holders. You want to hold that, baby. You want to hold that. Everyone's like, I don't want to hold that. I don't want to hold that. I don't want to hold that. that was always the meme. I don't want to hold that. Wow! I just got a notification. VeChain was listed on Coinbase. I need to get in on this. Everyone's gonna FOMO. I am early. I got the notification now. I am earlier than all the other plebs. Let's log in. Okay, here we go. USDT. Convert. VeChain. I am so early to this. Everyone is just getting a notification now. Okay, this is gonna pump so hard. Coinbase listing. This is gonna be bullish. Oh man, it's a funny thing. Like, There's probably someone in the chat who's doing that right now. Oh, we got the Coinbase listing. I'm going in on VeChain. Jordan hasn't even talked about it yet. Oh Lord. Let's see. Hold vet, get free VTHO. Yeah, I remember that back in the day, man. I remember that 2 years ago. It was what was it? No, that was Theta. Basically there was Theta and what, Theta gas. Is it Theta gas? Something like that. Basically, you would get you get the Theta gas, and you'd be rocking that shit back in the day. Delicious. Wayne said, "What's this new chat feature? Spinning emojis all over my screen." Yo, spam that smiley face on the screen. Some of you guys have it. Some of you guys don't. I think it's just a new feature, so they roll it out to half the people sometimes, and then half the other people sometimes. If you have that, tap that emoji thing. Like, spam it. Spam it like this. Just spam that emoji. Over and over and over again. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin, still just in the same spot. Not much really happened today. Like I said, there was like one good long opportunity today. And then other than that, there really wasn't much going on today. Let's see. George said FOMO leads to 14 trillion market cap. Well, I would say if the ETFs get passed, I wouldn't doubt it. If they don't, I think that's a little bit of hopium, but that's just me. Now, I have this, right? We haven't looked at this yet. This is basically Gold's chart, all right? So this is Gold's chart. And I know everyone kind of like, oh, if Bitcoin gets the gold's market cap, it'll be this. This is the gold price, right? When basically the first spot ETF was approved, right? Which right here, which like it wasn't doing anything, right? I mean, it was. It looks like nothing on the chart, but I mean, it was. And then basically, you were in this long ass bear market for gold, okay? And then you had the spot ETF come out right here. Funny enough, right? And then it went sideways for like 6 months, and then it absolutely went on an absolute tear. Now, once again, like, wait, dude, we gotta wait for this shit to happen, okay? I wouldn't be looking at this chart and being like, this is what Bitcoin's gonna do. I would prepare for that, and I'm stacking the corn, okay? I am stacking the corn for this next cycle either way, and if it happens, we go higher, let's freaking go. But this is definitely an interesting chart of when the gold spot ETF came out, went on a massive run. Like I said, I want to see it happen first. The worst thing that could happen is everyone's getting hyped for this and then they get denied. I think that would cause a pretty massive dump if that was the case. So I want to see it actually get approved before I'm like, yes, we're going on a super cycle. You know what I mean? Let's see it get approved first. But it's something interesting to talk about. I think that if that happens, that's definitely got to change at least a little bit of your perspective on where Bitcoin could go over these next 2 years. If something gets passed, whether it's BlackRock or one of these other companies, that's got to change your perspective at least a little bit. I know it changes mine. One of the biggest deterrents for me about this next cycle and why I was like, okay, I don't think Bitcoin's going that high. I think Bitcoin maybe will go to 80K, 85K. It's because I was thinking, what big, like, you need big money, big institutions to pump you up if you're going to go 100K plus, right? You need a lot of big money coming in. And I was like, where's the big money going to come from if we got all this regulatory shit going on, all the big money scared to invest in crypto because of all the shit that happened last year? Where's the big money going to come from, right? If that happens, that changes the whole game. That changes the whole game up. And that's where it would get like, I don't even know where I would want to put my target at. If that was the case, I think it would be pretty insane. So we'll see. Once again, I think it's something to be talking about, but I want to see it happen first. But I also don't think it was a coincidence that all this shit with Binance and Coinbase happened to basically rinse out Binance. Okay, Binance is getting like no volume now. Like, look at the. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up, guys. Let me pull up this. Let me pull up the Binance chart real quick. BTC USDT. on Binance, right? They basically rinsed Binance as far as volume goes. Like, look at Binance's volume over here. Now look at Binance's volume. They got absolutely crushed, right? From this point. Like, it is basically, there's just no volume going on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're basically, like, they had a shitload of volume in here, and then bonk, right? I don't think it's a coincidence that all this shit happened right at that time, man. You know? But we'll see. We'll see. I think there's definitely reasons to be super optimistic going forward. Even if you're a Bitcoin, like, short-term bear, I think there's reasons to be optimistic about the high time frames, you know? Oh, man. Let's see. I love my water. I love my coffee. And I love my Ethereum mug. Great things, guys. Great things. All right, so Bitcoin's still at 29,950. So not much really happening today. Not a lot of volume coming in today. As Mike would say, there is no volume in the chart. No altcoins are moving today. Everything's within 5%, you know. You have some 3% gainers, a lot of flats, and some 3% losers. You know, there really ain't too much going on today as far as altcoins goes. And you know, a nice little rebound in the stock markets. Bitcoin doing nothing. And not a lot of news really happening today, other than, you know, the same old stuff with BlackRock and all that stuff. So that was pretty much today, guys. We got 10 minutes until
The daily close.
I was just looking in the chat. Let's see. Anderson said, how are they going to compete with Binance and only offer 4 coins? I mean, my thinking is, Anderson, my take is this. Like, and I know that, like, okay. My take is this. If a big institution's getting in crypto, they're buying Bitcoin, right? They're buying Bitcoin. Like, if you're BlackRock and you're like, dude, I want to put $5 billion into crypto, they're gonna put it in the least volatile asset that also gives them a return. That's Bitcoin. Okay. If I had $5 billion, would I want to put it in a coin that can dump 30% in a day? No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to put it in Bitcoin, right? So I think that I think that you got to understand, those companies are going to be involving a lot with the boomers, right? The old people who they don't know anything about crypto. They just want some exposure to crypto, right? They're going to say, what the hell is crypto? Right? Let me get the old guy in here. Right? They're going to be like this. What the hell is crypto? It is the best performing asset this year. I need some exposure to that. Bitcoin is the good option. It is safe. I will put my boomer money into Bitcoin. Right? The boomer money's going to go in Bitcoin, man. You know what I mean? And then us degens will be getting in the altcoins. You know what I mean? So that's my take. It's like, I think the people that would even use those wouldn't even be interested in anything else anyways. You know, they'd want some Bitcoin. They'd maybe want some Ethereum. Other than that, right? I mean, like, if you're already rich, you're happy with a 5x on Bitcoin. You don't care about getting 100x on some altcoin, right? If you have 5 billion to throw in something, 5x, you got 25 billion. You know what I mean? Like, you don't care about the 100x. You know what I mean? Brilliant. Thank you. Us degens will be in the altcoins, man. Right? Because the altcoins will ride the Bitcoin coattails, and we will get launched into space when the time is right. All right, so Bitcoin is starting to curl back over. Like we said, the level I'm looking for along is like this 28.8 to 29K. 29K to 28.8 for a long in there. If Bitcoin gives it to me. If Bitcoin doesn't give it to me, that's fine. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. And we ready to Excuse me, man. I'm burpy today. And when we'll be ready to do whatever we need to do, man. But I'm excited in here, man. Dude, I am excited. The market is at the moment, like usually in this year, there's not too much going on as far as positive news and stuff like that, right? Oh, we lagging a little bit. Nope, we good. All right, so there's usually not a lot of positive news, like in this year of the bear market. Usually, it's usually just a very boring and sideways year, and there's just nothing going on. Like this is actually, if we compare this to 2019, where there was nothing going on, like 2019 was a ghost town. Like, there ain't no institutions talking about crypto in 2019. This is like for that year after the bear market year where everything kind of just like settles in. There's a lot of shit going on, man. So it's got to get you a little optimistic. You know what I mean? Going for this next run. And I know the big case was what's going to be the narrative to get Bitcoin higher, right? What the hell is going to push Bitcoin higher? I think we got the narratives now. I think we got a potential narrative at least. So I guess I could talk about how optimistic I am for a while, but I even myself, I was kind of like, what's going to push Bitcoin higher than what's going to push Bitcoin into six figures? Now I see it. Now I freaking see it. And I see the possibilities of that, which I wasn't expecting 2 months ago. You know what I mean? Like, now I can see it for sure. You're lagging like it's 2019? Nice, dude. We're lagging like it's 2019. Hey, dude, we still had good internet in 2019. You could argue we had better internet in 2019 than we do this year. You know what I mean? All right. Anyways, we can just chat, guys. We can chat and watch the corn. Let's go like the 15-minute chart here on the corn, and let's chat. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat, man. Not too much going on today, right? I mean, I guess we deserve a peaceful day. I mean, the last like 3 days were pretty insane, so we deserve a peaceful day today. Mr. Hart said, Jordan, get short, bro. I'm already in a short, bro. I'm in an ADA short at the moment. So if we dump, I'm good. I'm already in a Cardano short. So I am hedged. We are good to go. And let's do it. If we're going to do it, let's do it, man. But I'm already in a short. And if we don't, I'll get stopped out in profit. We go to the moon. Win-win. Let's go. Let's see. It's a mellow day. Yeah, it's a mellow day. It's a mellow day. It's a mellow day. I've been expecting since late 2022. Nice. I know Alfie was talking about this for a while. Alfie, I remember you, my man. I remember you back in January. Now, you're a little off with the prediction, but listen, we're all off with the predictions, right? You know? I remember Alfie literally a damn pickle going, 65K by March. We're going to 65K by March. If you don't think that, you are an idiot. If you don't think we're going to 65K by March, get ready. We're going to 65K by March. We've all been there. But hey, I'll listen. You were more bullish than most people. I would say 95% of people at the low. So even though, okay, we didn't go to 65K by March, you know, I guess it's not really about that. It's about where we are now, I guess, right? Slow and steady is the move. Slow and steady. Let's see. What about the lack of volume on the corn? This is the Binance chart. So you might be on the Binance chart. If we go to like, let's go to Coinbase. Let's go to Coinbase. Coinbase. I don't know. Why am I typing? What am I doing, man? Sometimes, dude. See what I mean? Like, I'm an idiot sometimes, bro. BTC Coinbase. Let's see what we got. Let's go to, oh, what, dude, what the frick? Why is it not popping up? There we go. Let's see what the volume is over here. Come on, give me the volume, man. Give me the volume. I don't know. It was basically Binance didn't have any volume. Like Coinbase had a lot of volume on this push up. So I don't know if volume is a valid argument to say that this move was a false move. As, dude, I mean, you've just seen massive volume decreases on Binance since the high, right? But Coinbase, you got plenty of volume coming in, right? People are buying in droves these last 2 days, right? Not today, obviously, but the last 2 days, massive volume spike, highest volume really since this pump over here back in April. So you've definitely had some volume coming in, just not on Binance. We all know why there's no volume on Binance. We all know why, because I don't even like half the world can't even use Binance right now. You know what I mean? Like Binance is just like banned everywhere. Not banned everywhere. I'm being dramatic, but you get the point. But there, there's some volume coming in, a little bit. Not like this like groundbreaking volume where it's like, holy shit, look at this. Oh, you're talking about the volume right now. Yeah, the volume right now is super boring, man. It's super boring, dude. Like it's been like this for most of the moves happened during the day, during the New York sessions. The Asia sessions lately have been, I mean, they've been boring to say the least. Most of the big moves have happened like, I feel like they've happened between like 10 and 2 o'clock, right in the middle of the day, at least over here, Let's see. See what you guys are saying in the chat. ETF news priced in. Who else is going to buy now? I mean, you like I said, like this is always how it is, man. It's like you come up to a resistance, you have resistance for one day, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's over!" Right? It happens every single damn time. If we've not learned our lesson through this whole uptrend, is listen, we come up to a resistance. We usually get a little bit of a pullback at that resistance. But every time it seems like we end up higher, even though every time we come up to a resistance, we say it's over and we're going lower. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's been this whole year. It's like, oh, well, we hit a local resistance, we're going to 10K now. Every single resistance. And Bitcoin just puts in a higher low every single time. Now, like I said, short term, I do think we're getting a pullback though. It makes sense. I mean, every short-term resistance Bitcoin's came up to, it's had at least a short-term pullback at the major resistance points. So that is, what am I doing? There we go. All right, where's my OG chart, man? There we go. Yeah, so like we hit this resistance here. Obviously, sometimes you have to go lower to find spot buyers, right? So obviously, if we come up to resistance, most smart money's not going to be buying into resistance, right? They're going to say, okay, we're at a resistance. Let's take some profit. Let's wait for a pullback, right? And then we'll buy on the pullback, usually, right? Sometimes, I mean, you're just super bullish and you just smash resistance points. But when you come through resistance, you respect resistance. So that's why I'm looking for like 28.8 and 29K. That's where I'm looking for a long. Right at 28 to 29K. Sometimes you got to come lower to find buyers, right? So right now, we're kind of holding here, but not the most euphoric moves in the world. And if we come back to here, I'm sure there's going to be some buyers here, like in this zone in here, man. So that's what I'll say. Let's see. This type of news does not pump the price overnight. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would agree with. I would generally agree with that, man. Especially the boomers, man. Like I say, the boomers sometimes they can take some time to figure out the news, right? They gotta wait for the newspaper to come in the mail. They're not like us. They open the internet, right? Listen, I guess people are smarter now, but the like I said, the big money that's like waiting on their porch for the newspaper, let's take the old man Saudi, for example. My newspaper did not come yet today. I don't know what's going on in the markets. Oh, where's my newspaper? 6 hours later. Oh, my newspaper has arrived. Let's open the newspaper. Oh, what's happening in the markets today? Oh, wow, BlackRock is applying for a Bitcoin ETF. Oh, I am bullish on Bitcoin now. I will go on. Sometimes it takes some people who don't use the internet some time. I mean, I think everyone uses the internet. I'm being a little dramatic. I think, and I hope everyone uses the internet now. If you don't use the internet now, you are behind the 8 ball as far as pretty much everything. Like, people get information way faster now than anything. And that's why I always, when you look back at the previous times in markets, I always find it funny, man, because I think it's hard to compare the markets now to like before the internet. Why is that? It's because information travels so much faster now, right? So back in the days, if something bearish happened or something crazy happened, right, people didn't know about it until someone told them. Now, bro, something bad happens, you're getting an alert on your phone, right? It's popping up all over the news. It's popping up everywhere. You're gonna know about bad stuff right away, and that stuff gets priced in so much faster now than it did back in the day. You know what I mean? Let's see. Knuckle Buster said, I think this is like a couple months ago when the banks failed and institutions bought. We will cool off and chop down to the current markets. We could. At the end of the day, whatever we do this year, 2023 is the year to stack the corn, man. Whatever we do this year, right? Listen, I don't think we're going all-time highs this year. I've made that very clear. We ain't going to all-time highs this year, in my opinion. If we do, great. Let's go. I'm ready to go. But this year is about just getting as much of the corn as possible. That's what this year in the cycle is about. Accumulating as much corn as possible. Give me all the corn. Hell, give me some butter on it so I can put some butter on it too. Oh, we got someone backing up the truck. Hopefully they're dropping off some corn. Some corn on the cob. But yeah, this year is all about accumulating Bitcoin. So whatever we do, man, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I still think this year we're going up to the 40K levels just based off what we've done in the past. All I can do is look at what we did 4 years ago, 8 years ago, during these years, and we during this year of the cycle, we usually retrace to the golden pocket, which is right about 48K. Right? So that's my. I don't think we go higher than that this year, but I do think we see the 40Ks this year, in my opinion. How we get there, as we've seen this summer so far, we went sideways for 3 months. It can take longer than we expect, right? But here we are at 30K. We're not too far away, man. We're not too far away. 40K at one point sounded ridiculous. At this point, you're closer to 40K than you are the bottom at this point, right? So it's really not that ridiculous. It ain't that ridiculous. But 2024 and 2025 is the years that you really want to look for, like, the massive gains. This year is just more about, okay, where are we going to get to, just kind of waiting it out at the end of the day, right? I wouldn't expect to be buying a Lambo in 2023. You know what I mean? And I know some people think we're going to all-time highs this year. I just, the only way that happens is if BlackRock gets approved for an ETF within the next few months, and you see all these companies get approved. Then I'd say anything's on the table. Anything's on the table at that point. But if that doesn't happen, I don't know. I don't think we get. I think looking for all-time highs this year is jumping the gun a little bit. I think you're getting optimistic when you don't need to be optimistic. Right? That optimistic, I'm saying. You don't need to be that optimistic. That's a little, Listen, I like to be a moon boy, man. Listen, I'm all about being a moon boy. But I think it's important to stay grounded too and realize that this is typically not the year we see all-time highs on the cycle, right? And the faster you mentally prepare yourself into thinking, hey, we probably won't see all-time highs for Bitcoin until 2024, based off what we usually do, the faster you're not going to be disappointed on whatever Bitcoin does this year, It's when you think, oh shit, Bitcoin's bullish, we're going to 80K this year. That's when you get disappointed. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't do that. Later, Dan. Later, man. Let's see. John said, what the hell you mean we ain't going all-time high? Oh, Lord. BTC close 2 days in this level looking good. Yeah. Dude, like I said, like, the weekly looks fantastic right now, and the monthly looks even better, man. We got 8 days for the monthly to close. If we close the monthly where we at right here, if we listen to me, if we close the monthly anywhere above, like this previous monthly, so in the next 8 days, if we can stay above 29.2 for the next 8 days, this monthly, I mean, even if we go lower than that, it's fine. But like, we close up here or higher, this monthly is looking really juicy, man. It's just a perfect retest, right? I mean, it's hard to be bearish on the monthly, bro. It really is. It really is. When you take everything into account of you had these previous highs at 25K, you came up, you back tested them perfectly, and now you got an engulfing candle on the monthly. It's hard to be bearish on the monthly, man. You know, and then you obviously take into account you got the stocks pointing up. In history of Bitcoin, when that's happened, you've been past the point where you see the lows again, right? And then you got the MACD, which for this month is going to flip into the green on the monthly, which means that the bottom is in. I mean, I don't even think, I think most people don't even question that anymore, but which historically means the bottom is in. We've talked about that at the lows. When we were at the lows, we said when the monthly MACD starts flipping over, the bottom is in, right? And the monthly MACD started to flip over, the bottom was in. And we looked at these past times, man, is, you know, the last time we flipped it was June 2019. We did see a pullback at that point. That was the one time where we actually saw a pullback after it flipped, right? But every other time, right, July 2020, we just went straight up. December 2015, we just went straight up. And February 2013, we just went straight up, right? So it's a question of how do you think this year is going to play out? I know some of us think this, dupe, and I know some of us think this, dupe, right? But I think you know, most of us probably are thinking that Bitcoin ends the year somewhere close to where we are now. You know, you guys know my thinking is we go up and then we pull back at the end of this year. That's been my thinking, is we go up, we pull back to the 50s, moving averages, end of this year, beginning of next year. And we probably end up somewhere around like 30K at the end of this year. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. But I do think we go higher first, just to get everyone super bullish. Then they pull back, everyone panic sells right before the halving, and then you go up. Right? Kind of like we've always done, to be honest. I definitely think dupe. What camp are you guys in? You guys in dupe number 1? Dupe. Or are you guys in dupe number 2? Dupe. Or some of you guys might be in dupe. Or some of you guys just might be like this. Dupe. I guess there's 4 dupes we could possibly do. At the end of the day, there's endless possibilities of the dupe, you know? Definitely the dupe. The dupe. I'd rather see that W and go lower after 40K. Yeah, I mean, kind of depends, right? I think I honestly wouldn't care, because I'm not like I said, this year I'm not expecting Moon anyways, so it's not like it's like whatever happens this year is not a big deal anyways, right? At the end of the day, we're here for the gains. We ain't here for Bitcoin going to 40K. You know what I'm saying? So whether Bitcoin pulls back again this year and does this, that's cool. Honestly, it'd probably be better for the bulls going into the halving of getting cheap prices again. You know, if we do this, that would be shitty for the bears, because they probably ain't getting a good entry. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's, You know, if we do this, that probably screws both sides. The bulls think we're going to the moon, and the bears, right? They probably just FOMO in here, thinking we're going to the moon too, and then the price just dumps. There's so many possibilities, man. That's what makes this market awesome. Is everyone has predictions, and as you've seen the last. See, I always like to bring this up too. Is everyone seems smart at sometimes, right? 2021, the bears who called the top, they seem so smart, but a lot of those people were bearish at the bottom this time. You know what I'm saying? So everyone's smart sometimes, everyone's not smart sometimes. No one's right every single time. If you have been, congrats to you, but I haven't seen anyone that's been right 100% of the time. You know, it is what it is. It's just the market's unpredictable, right? This market is as unpredictable. The only thing you can predict in this market is DCAing after the year-long bear market, and then DCAing out on the way up. Good luck trying to time the bottom, trying to time the top. Good luck to you. You ain't doing it. You might get within a few $1,000s, but you ain't doing the exact high. Good luck to you. You know what I mean? So that's the fun with this market, man. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Like, dude, there was only like one person who called the bottom at 15.5. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't see anyone calling for that level. No one. Everyone was calling for 10K, 8K, or the bottom was already in. You know, there was no one that was calling for 15.5. No one. Zero. Zilch. Nada. And then think about the market this year, man. Everyone thought 2023 was going to be the worst year ever. You know what I mean? Like, what was the sentiment? Go back to the videos in January of this year. You know, you'll see all the imminent crash coming, Bitcoin 8K imminent, all this stuff, right? At the beginning of this year. And then Bitcoin just does the opposite, you know? It's just funny, man. It's funny, man. And the longer you're in this market, you kind of learn about this stuff, you know? And that's why, dude, I'm happy I went through this. I'm happy I went through this. I'm happy I went through this. And I'm happy I've gone through this. So, like, now we're locked and loaded, and now we know, okay, this is the accumulation year. And then, you know, the cycles repeat, man. The cycles repeat. Everyone always says it's not going to happen, just like last cycle when everyone says it's not going to happen. How's Bitcoin going to go higher? And it did. The cycles repeat. The 4-year cycles are a thing. And this year has just done the same thing Bitcoin's always done throughout the history. Altcoins have done the same thing that they've always done throughout history, right? And the same thing's going to happen again. Why? Because human nature never changes. It never changes. Everyone gets fearful and greedy at the same points every single time, right? We could take advantage of that. When people are scared or fearful, we buy. When people are getting euphoric, we sell. Sometimes it's that easy. And that's kind of how it's been. The hard part is when people when you feel euphoric, is taking that profit, man. That's the hardest part. Is when you feel euphoric and you really feel like, oh, it's just going to keep going up. It's tough pressing that sell button, man. That's why you should have a plan now. Make a plan now. Stick to that plan. Because when you're in the moment, you're not going to want to sell. You're not going to want to sell. When Bitcoin's pumping to 40K, if your plan was to take 10% profit, 20% profit at 40K, but Bitcoin's in a giant green dildo at 40K, it's tough to press that sell button, man. So you got to stick to your plan. Make an Excel spreadsheet, man. Put all your sell where you want to sell every single thing you own, what level you want to sell it at. Like that's what this time's for, man. Making a plan. Or you can just go off gut feeling. You can do that too. But the problem is if you go off gut feeling, you're going to feel euphoric and you're not going to want to sell. You know, that's sort of the problem. And I always like to say this, Devin. Lately, I've actually been I've been making a little journal, a little personal journal of how I feel at each point in the market, man. I've been doing that lately, and that really helps. Like, how do I feel at each point of the market, right? So, like, I go to the daily chart, right, and I say, okay, how did I feel on Bitcoin here? How did I feel on it here? What were my emotions? So the next time I'm feeling those same emotions, I can go back and look at when was the last time I felt this way and what happened, right? So that's actually something cool to do too. I know a lot of people do that too. That sort of journal their emotions on the chart. It's helpful, man. Like when you're feeling super scared because there's FUD, how you feeling, man? Bitcoin, not all. You stick to Bitcoin on this. How are you feeling right here? How are you feeling right here, right? How you feeling? Something good to do too. There's 0 cash left to pump it to 31K. Oh man. All right, Bitcoin 30,021. That's where we're at. What was the last time I felt 2 out of 10? I don't know, Liam. When was the last time you felt 2 out of 10, man? I have no clue. Horse guy said, Jordan, I want my Lambo. Horse guy, you shorted. Horse guy, you shorted because you were scared, man. Let's see. What the frick? I just shorted. Oh my God. Why is Bitcoin pumping now? It was at resistance. How come every time Bitcoin hits resistance and I short, it goes up and breaks it? But every time I don't short, it gets the dump. It doesn't make any sense. Oh my God, man. I gotta stop trading. This shit is bullshit. The market makers are against me. My entries are resistance and support. Oh my God, man. I'm done trading this market. It is complete bullshit. Doesn't make any sense. Why are we pumping? The RSI is overbought. Nice, man. Someone said, I buy deep red. Yeah, man. The deep red. Dude, some of the best times to buy are just, let's like stick to Bitcoin, right? You just look at some of the big red candles. So the big red candles when you had giant red volume, right? Which means a lot of people are just selling off. You know, like what were some of the biggest red candles on this freaking thing? Trying to find some good examples. You probably have to go to the short-term time frames to actually see the candle. But yeah, the big red candles or the big green candles with also the volume also supporting that can be a strategy. I know some people do that. They just basically long a big red candle with a wick and they short a big green candle with a wick. You know? The True Trill said we have to wait till July. It's the best month. July? Is it the best month? I'm down. I am so down for July being the best month. You know what I'm saying? I'm so down for that, dude. Let's see what else is in here. But shout out to the True Trill, man. Thanks for stopping by. Anderson said, Horse Guy should DCA Pepe tonight. We were supposed to do a portfolio. Oh, yeah, we should do a portfolio. Horse Guy should DCA Pepe tonight. Where's Pepe doing? The PP. Oh, it's already 8:20. Holy shit. It was the daily close.
The daily close.
PP's pumping. All right, Horse Guy will FOMO. we gotta do that. We gotta make the portfolios for everyone. And see who. No, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Starting. How should we do this? I guess we'll start it. We'll do this every Friday because today's Thursday. Every Friday we're gonna have a. Let's do a Horse Guy portfolio, a Bob portfolio, a Jabba portfolio, and a. I don't know. Mike portfolio. Or Clint portfolio. All right. Well, we're going to do 4 portfolios, okay, based off of their tendencies, right? Mike will basically be buying, we'll call Mike Clint. He'll be buying only Bitcoin, okay? He'll be buying only Bitcoin. He's the Bitcoin maxi. Then we'll have Bob, who will only buy meme coins with a lot of zeros, okay? And then we'll have Jabba, who will only buy inverse of coins. Okay, so we probably should say inverse Bitcoin. And then we'll have Horse Guy, who basically only DCAs into the biggest gainer of the day. And we're gonna see who at the end of the day, okay, ends up being the best out of the 4 at the end of the freaking, you know, whenever we check it, I guess. We're gonna do that. We'll do that every Friday. We'll do that every Friday at the end. We'll definitely do that. But yeah, we'll start that tomorrow. That'll be pretty dope. Only buys when volume. Yeah, I guess. No volume crypto. It basically buys all the coins with no volume. That's a good one too. We probably should buy the ones at no volume. What we got? Spaceronaut said, please spend my $10 worth of subs on XLM. You want me to buy $10 of XLM? I mean, okay, I can do that. I can buy $10 of XLM. I don't know why I would buy $10 XLM, but I guess I'll do it. I guess I'll. That's definitely one that no one talks about is XLM. That's for sure. But yeah, let's buy $10 worth of XLM, man. Let's do it. I'm down. Let's see. Let's see. Clint only buys ETH at 2K. True. Let's see. Horse guy will win 100%. Facts. I believe in Horse guy. Horse guy might win. I mean, listen, if he's buying the best gainer all day, he's probably going to end up buying Pepe. He'll probably end up buying Pepe tomorrow at this rate. Pepe will probably be his first buy because Pepe's pumping so far on the day. You know, I guess it depends what Bitcoin does tomorrow. Gonna long XLM now. Let's see. You're on the right path at least. What's a water? What are you talking about, man? Java will demolish us all in 2025. He'll probably be liquidated at the end of that, man. I mean, listen, if he's buying all the inverse tokens, man, he's gonna be gone by the time 2025 comes around. At least in theory, you know. Mike said in a bull market, horse guy wins. Facts, you just press the green button, you win. You know what I mean? You could argue Bob might win, though. If Bob's buying all the meme coins, if he just gets one of them, if he hits on one of them, he might win, too. You never know. You never really know about that one, no? You know? Let's see. There was a monkey that picked stocks and it outperformed the market. Exactly, man. It's a... Yeah, most people dude. At the end of the day, what's this game? It's educated guessing, right? At the end of the day, most of the time, the best performers are the people who are literally just DCAing low and DCAing out high, right? And then you have all the geniuses who try to time the market, right? A monkey outperformed everyone in 2021. You know what I mean? A damn monkey, bro. He outperformed all the best hedge funds. All the best traders. A monkey outperformed Warren Buffett. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, we try to make this more difficult than it is a lot of the times, right? Most of the time, you just have some patience. It'll end up working out. Just don't buy tops. Don't buy tops. Buy literally when things just crater and no one wants it. And wait. we make this difficult, but... At the end of the day, I guess it really isn't. When you really think about it, right? It takes a lot of freaking patience, I guess. I'm a Pepe trillionaire. Nice, Papa Mike. Nice, dude. I cannot say I'm a Pepe trillionaire. I cannot say that, but depends. You know, if I see a nice opportunity to take a long on Pepe, I had a nice long on Pepe earlier today. I think I got in right on this pullback right here. And I read it up here. I closed that. Now, I mean, dude, if I get another entry on Pepe back at this white box, I'm taking that entry on Pepe. I will take that entry all day on the Pepe, man. Just depends if I get it or not, right? We'll see. It always depends. It depends on a lot of shit. Man. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a stream. There's not much going on today, so... I'll see you guys in the morning, 8:30 tomorrow for the member stream. Bitcoin, kind of a consolidation day. We'll see how tomorrow ends up, man. All right, let's get it. Once again, I'm looking to long about 29K if we get a pullback to 29K. If we don't, hallelujah, I'm ready to rock and roll, man. Let's go. All right, adios. See you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic day, and let's get ready for the portfolios tomorrow as well and see what's going on with those. All right, peace, guys. Later.